So we all remember that TV show, Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? So concerning social justice, we're going to have a teaching. We're at the All Saints Catholic School. We have speakers there to talk about social justice. They include J.D. Vance, Charlie Kirk, Andrea Ocasio-Cortez, and Zoran Mamdani. And it also includes one of our United States Catholic bishops. The bishop is going to speak first on Catholic social thought. So he describes 4 pillars first: solidarity, the common good of each person, the human dignity of each person, and subsidiarity. So he begins with solidarity. The economy and the state have mutually cooperative responsibilities. These responsibilities are drawn from the story of Jesus, which belongs to all peoples. What has led to violent divisions on earth is none other than a loss of this common praise of God. To serve all solidarity, Paul wrote, "Don't let anyone deceive you in any way." Human suffering can only be redeemed by God's loving solidarity with us in Christ. We cling to the conviction that God will eventually right all wrongs, and we will then enjoy the happiness in the everlasting life. So the government is not the cure to our suffering. In solidarity, the common interests of all are considered. We must not allow our government and its leaders to divide us. We must serve solidarity. Massive poverty demands a cooperative solidarity in the corporal and spiritual works of mercy. Our nation's founders understood this dependence upon our Creator. Solidarity has the responsibility of promoting intelligent and reasonable cooperation in the common good. Fighting policing agencies is neither intelligent nor reasonable. Laws must be intelligently and reasonably developed and enforced. Then he describes the second pillar of the common good of every person. The city of God is the ultimate good of every person. To serve this ultimate good, we're to love one's neighbor as oneself. The common good is served when persons are enabled to more fully and readily achieve their own perfection. This is the freedom that God intends. Within our responsory psalm, the Hebrew word for equity means God shows no partiality. The common good, the full common good, exists only in the communion of all persons with God and with each other in God. Government has a limited but nonetheless indispensable role in the pursuit of the common good. The state is charged with the protection of public order. This public order includes justice, public peace, and a consensus on public morality. We need intelligent and reasonable laws and policing agencies. The third pillar of Catholic social thought is the human dignity of every person. Human dignity flows from the person's relationship with God. Dignity gives us the power to hearken to a call that comes from beyond this world and that summons us to exist in a new and creative way. This is our relationship with God. Many others and I have experienced this power, and it's available to all of us. Pope Pius XII argued that the power to participate in the political process and thus to shape one's own future was essential to human dignity. Governments must never take this power away. Through work, we become more fully human. Through faith, hope, and charity, work can be given the meaning that it has in the eyes of God. Socialist and Marxist states have not done well in securing and defending the basic political liberties for their citizens. And past events demonstrate that the economic systems of these states were incapable of providing the satisfactory degree of security and comfort that was promised. The fourth pillar is subsidiarity. The individual and the family precede the state. This includes the rights of ownership. In subsidiarity, the individual is the foundation, cause, and end of all social functions. Just as it is gravely wrong to take from individuals what they can accomplish by their own initiative and industry and give it to the community, so also it is an injustice and at the same time a grave evil and disturbance of the right order to assign to a greater or higher association what lesser and subordinate organizations can do. These tasks include teaching children morality, educating our children, caring for those in need, creating jobs, and more. The larger forms of community should only provide help to smaller forms, including individuals, when they are either unable or unwilling to make their proper contribution to the good of the community. And then entwined in these four pillars is the preferential option for the poor. The poor are those who are economically deprived, but also those who are deprived of fundamental political or cultural or religious rights, and also includes those who are victims of racist attitudes or systems. Solidarity among and with the poor is seen as both a human and a gospel imperative. This preferential option involves arousing the consciousness of oppressed groups and helping them to become agents of their own development. Our government is not to create long-term dependence on government. Paul addressed his followers in Acts, stating, "In every way, I have shown you that by hard work, we must help the weak." The people from outside oppressed groups should not take it upon themselves to organize protests against injustice or to be the ones to decide on alternative structures. The victimized people themselves should be allowed and empowered to speak and act on their own behalf. With this preferential option to eliminate confusion, Pope John Paul II insisted that no one must be excluded from this preferential option, including the rich and powerful. Pertaining to social justice, may we trust that Jesus himself shall give us a wisdom in speaking, that all of our adversaries will be powerless to resist or refute. May our Christian faith be the first to guide our political, civil, and personal tasks. Which of these other fifth grade guest speakers more closely align with our Christian faith? May we trust that by our perseverance, we will secure our eternal lives with God's grace.